What is going, fellas? And welcome back to the Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays on FM22. It's me. I'm back. We're playing more Football Manager again today. Today we're taking on young boys in the Champions League Path second qualifying round, or the Champions Path qualifying second round thingamabob. If we win this, it would be fantastic because we do need finances. Plus, it would be nice for us to be able to progress and get some reputation for the club and for ourselves, and then potentially get a big move to Man City or Newcastle. Aren't doing too bad. They have a lot of money. Be nice to have a whole bunch of money that my direct football control around. That would be fantastic. So if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But first, we have to. Well, not first. You can do that now. But we have to get into the video. Right, fellas, so as I said in the intro, we're taking on young boys today. If you missed the last episode, then you'll have missed the transfers we've done up to this point. We do have a little bit of time left in the old transfer window, being 7 weeks left in the transfer window. But we have had a little bit of business that's gone through so far. Young boys, interestingly, you can't do that anymore. Okay, they have their best striker has had interest from Watford. Watford, of all the clubs in the world, want to take young boys, one of young boys' best strikers. So I don't think he's going to be starting, and that'll be good for us because we probably need all the help we can get. But yeah, we're taking on young boys, and as I said in the last part of, or the last episode, if we win, if we get through this round, we take on Fervar or Bate Borisov. I wouldn't mind taking on Fervar because I have previous with them in FM21 and FM20. Every time we play in Hungary, I essentially play, they're like the bane of my existence. They're playing a fairly defensive 4-4-1-1. If they're going playing with two nonsense centre backs and two full backs, but a sweeper, that's a strange tactic if they are. So this is how we're going to lining up for today's game. We are starting with Tapia in goal, Muller, Panak, Salimi, and Yaralem as our back four. Are we? Yeah. Serrano and Tischler in central midfield. Gonzalez making his technically competitive debut, but he's already played a competitive game. But this is a real competitive game. The first game we played was like the Charity Shield. Kral and Memberberry as our attacking three behind Chaldek. We do have a few players on the bench who could make their first proper competitive debuts. Ket Vitek, who would actually be making his debut full stop. Owen Ket would be making his debut as well, and Paul Kalsberg will be making his real competitive debut. So we have plenty of players that could make their first appearances. Memberberry is playing his first competitive game this season. Yeah, because he was injured for that FA Cup thing, whatever it was. The pressure's on them, so what do we have to lose? Go out and cause an upset. I like it. Alright, so hopefully Chaldek starts. Okay, we've motivated and inspired Chaldek, Salimi, and Muller. I did give Muller a new number for this season. He is number 20. For the last couple of seasons, he was number 40. But this year, he's getting a nice little number for himself. He is still our captain, though. Oh, they are playing Sundman up front. Don't actually know if he's any good. The team report, I had a quick sconce at it beforehand to see. They have better players in every position except for left wing. I think left wing. I think Memberberry is the only player that will get into their starting 11. So essentially, we'd be lucky to get anything out of this game, and they have packed out the stadium. So for their home game, they've done quite well. We are playing with our normal defense. Oh, Tapia, that was just far too easy. Okay, so Sundman is actually a pretty decent player, it would seem. Yeah, I can see why Watford want him now. I would want him, but he is, according to my scouts, he is a 4.5-star current ability, 5-star potential player. So he is essentially better than every player we have at the club. So, Avocado. I feel like I've managed against him at some point. Alright, so Panak and Salimi are normal defenders from remember I put Chaldek through and Chaldek can't get it past the Avocado. We have a corner though. I'm weary of Salimi and Panak at centre back together. They're not the most agile players. They're not the quickest. So we're just going to have to hope that we can keep it respectable. And hope that we don't get absolutely demolished. That would be less than ideal. We're only 15 minutes in. We are 1 down though. Serrano's found Memberberry though, out in the wing. Tischler cuts inside to Memberberry. Oh, and Carlos Gonzalez. Cheeky little tap in with the old face into the back of the net. It's 1-1 in Switzerland. We did beat Basel in a friendly, but Young Boys have been the dominant force in Swiss football for the last number of years. I think they've lost. Oh, Tapia, what are you doing? That was terrible. Oh, Tapia, that was. He was in no man's land. Couldn't decide where he wanted to be. Just wandered around. Like, fair enough, his positioning at the start was fine, but he just wasn't good enough, really. Thomas Krall, not having a great game. This is not ideal. Yarlim's having a poor time of it as well. Fervar beaten by Borisov. Interesting. Didn't expect Fervar to be the better of those two teams. But we'll just go about our business. Chaldek he steals the ball. It looks like it's just going to be an open game. Just both teams are going to want to attack and nobody is going to want to play defensive football. I'll take it. If only away goals were a thing. Pretty sure. Yeah, 99% sure away goals aren't a thing. Milan Muller playing a 6.5 at right back. We don't actually have a right back we can bring on for him. So he's going to have to play on, because what was our previous right back, Conatar, our previous backup right back, has left. We do have a huge amount of right backs on the bench, or in the B team and the under 19s. Don't really trust any of them. The one we played for a bit last season was Florin. Was that his name? It's not very good. So, just going to pretend like he doesn't exist. We're going to move Krall, who has decided he's actually pretty decent in central midfield now. We're going to move Serrano up to be the advanced playmaker. Krall's going to go back to box to box. Tischer's going to move over to play as the Mazzella. We're going to see how we get on, because we'll bring on Petr but he is a little bit on the tired side. I'm not sure why, but we're going to just leave things as they are. Just fiddle with the midfield a little bit. Give everyone an opportunity to just, prove to me that they deserve to be in the team. Krall beautifully steals the ball. Chaldek finds Memberberry out to Yarlim, who's actually picked up his game in the towards the end of the first half. And Serrano puts it in the back of the net. It was tactical genius. I should have played Serrano in the attacking midfield position from the beginning. What was I thinking? Both my centre midfielders aren't having the best of games, but Krall did get more involved. I think that's probably the most we saw out of him. It is now 3-2. Dundalk are getting beaten by Astana. Ha! Dundalk suck. I hate Dundalk. As an Irishman, Dundalk are the worst. Just coming up on the hour, Serrano with the corner. Looked like that was going to be given as a penalty, because everyone just kind of stopped. Yarlim, a slightly tame effort, but an effort nonetheless. So, not going to complain. At least he's trying. Krall probably going to have to come off. He is quite tired. He's not the worst player on the pitch at the moment, which is nice. Yarlim is about to take a free kick, but we are going to make a change. Kral is going to come off for Petr Zak. We also changed Tischler's number as well because Mokoko wanted it, so I gave it to Mokoko. And is there anyone else really tired? It's not really anyone desperate to come off apart from Kral, so we leave it just for the time being. Let Yarlim take the free kick, finds Memberberry, who's been a little bit quiet so far. Panak getting the ball forward to Serrano. Memberberry just couldn't get there. Ball's been headed down to Kral. Tischler is so easily dispossessed. Panak, comfortable, the 30-something-year-old, just easily steals the ball back. Serrano sends it forward to Memberberry, who just kind of gentle back pass to the avocado. Just wanted to make sure that he was... Oh, Bate Borisov have equalised. Gonzalez heads to Muller. Or no, that was Petr Zak getting the ball forward. Chaldek is just being played around. This is a little bit mean. Panak, what are you doing? Oh, Yarlim. We are so lucky Tapia was on top of that. Or Tapia. Panak says he was playing a 7 for a second there. The dude literally just gave away the ball. And he's not even like exhausted. We're taking him off. We're going to bring on Vitic instead of him because he is quite tired. And we're going to take Memberberry off because he's quite an important player. We're going to bring Carlsberg on, but Carlsberg wants to be an inside forward. And who am I to tell the best Faroese international player of all time that he can't play in the position he wants? So Bate and Ferver have decided right at the end of the game that they're going to absolutely demolish each other. And Neil Mope is playing for Fenerbahce. Neil Mope plays for Fenerbahce now. That is insane. So we're coming towards the end. We're going to chuck the lads a bit of praise right at the end of the game. And that is a 3-2 victory for us. Fantastic, lads. 3-2 victory. I'm going to say to Tapia that he was below the required standard today. Because I should have told Tischer he was shit as well, but what can you do? So we will be back in just a second. We're going to be coming back to play the second leg against Young Boys. Ooh, we've scored more goals in the Champions League than we did in the Europa Conference League, and that is just fantastic. And we're playing a better team in the Champions League. So we'll be back in just a second to take on Young Boys in the second leg. Right, fellas, so now it's time for us to take on Young Boys in the second leg. We did beat Sigma Olomouc in the game in between, 6-0. Quite comfortable, you could say. Petr Zak scored. Vitic scored from a corner. Chaldek scored a hat-trick, and Paul Carlsberg came off the bench and slotted one home for us. It was fantastic. So I did take Chaldek off after he scored his hat-trick and brought on Ansa before, and he didn't really do an awful lot, as is generally the case. It looks like Young Boys are going to play a similar style to what they did in the last match we played against them. There isn't a huge amount of changes. Tapia continues in goal. Muller as our only, I was going to say recognised right back, but he's not even really a right back. He's more a central midfielder / defensive midfielder, but he's played at right back for us for quite a while. He's still training to be a central midfielder because that's where I think he should be playing long term. Vitic, Salimi and Yarlim are going to be the remainder of our back four. Petr Zak and Kral are in central midfield. Gonzalez, Serrano and Memberberry behind Chaldek. So we're going to go into this one. We do have a goal advantage. So we have that one goal where we could, in theory, use that to push on and win to tie all together, which would be quite nice. They still have Sundman, but he has now got interest from, like I was saying, Sundman has interest from Borussia Dortmund. So I would imagine he won't be hanging around for too much longer, because why would you? Borussia Dortmund or Young Boys? I'm going to say Borussia Dortmund would probably be the way to go. But then again, you never know. Some players do decide to go for or to stay with the teams that have given him the opportunity. I was kind of hoping that that encourage would work. It hasn't, which is not. Oh, TNS are beating Ludogorets on the night. I don't know if they're beating them overall, but beating them on the night is quite a feat. Gonzalez, oh, beautiful bit of pressing. He's quite the surprising player. Did not expect him to be as influential as he has been. Remember, Barry overhits his cross just a little bit. Petr puts it back across, and Kral. Oh, I was full sure that was going to be in the back of the net. Again, Young Boys have another free kick. This time it's Memberberry closing down. Vitek. Might just call him Vitek. Vitek, yeah. Vitek. I like that name. Vitek. Muller with the clearance. Chaldek gets on the end of it, going for a bit of a jog down the wing. Not really his favoured place. And now you could tell his crossing ain't great, because he found Kral in central midfield. Remember Barry? Oh, what an absolute screamer of a goal. That was beautiful. We do need to keep an eye on the Bate Borisov and Farvar game, because that'll be an important one if we do manage to get through. Chaldek, start to that. Oh, Bate are winning. Bate Borisov are winning. Oh, no, it's 3-3. Yeah, it's 3-3 now. Bate Borisov and Farvar having an absolute blinder of a game. That looks like an absolute, like, you'd love to be in Belarus watching that game. Actually, how Stana 2-1 against Dundalk. I'm interested in the Bate Borisov Farvar game. Not much has happened since we scored our goal, which I'll more than happily take. I'm happy with the number of shots he's been taking. I'm surprised Carlos Gonzalez only has a 6.9. He was pretty important. I suppose he pressed the guy, and we won the ball back. Is that Patrick Catrone? Patrick Catrone is playing for Celtic. What is going on in this world? He scored a hat-trick against Sheriff Tiraspol. What in the world is going on? Alright, so we're close to, okay, we're just over an hour. Muller throws the ball forward to Serrano. Petr finds Memberberry. Couldn't get the ball across to a Slovan Liberec player, but Salimi's picked it up from the clearance. Kral finds Memberberry. Big ball across to Gonzalez, and Avocado stops it. We're definitely going to have to make changes because our players are starting to get a little bit tired. Memberberry, don't think he got there first, but it doesn't matter because nothing came of it. So players who aren't playing well or are tired. Kral can come off for Tischler. Yaralim can come off for Charlie Barnes, and we leave the substitutions at that for now. We leave it at that for now. Gonzalez with the corner. Salimi, oh, he's hit the crossbar. Farvar have decided they're going to win this game against Bate Borisov 3-1. That happened rather quickly. Memberberry's coming off. Okay, potential knee injury. That's not great. Kalsberg can play as an inside forward because that's his go-to position. We've no substitutions left. Hopefully nothing bad happens. It's all left side that we've changed in this game. Muller. What kind of pass is that? Finds Vitek, whose name hasn't changed in game yet, but it will for the next matches. Kalsberg gets on the end of it. Chaldek, absolutely unmarked. That's actually his 6th of the season. I think he scored his 5th in the last one. Oh, you can see, because the shirt I'm wearing is green. I didn't realise. I forgot that I was wearing a green shirt. The green jersey. Can you guess what jersey it is? I was tweeting about it at the week Friday. I was tweeting about it at some point. I don't remember what day it was now, but I was tweeting about this team not too long ago. Oh, Charlie Barnes missed the header, and Petr Pusic puts it in the back of the net. Hopefully, it's just a consolation goal. We do have the ball again. Barnes finds Tischler. Gonzalez, beautiful first touch, or one touch to Zach, who absolutely balloons it, as if to just say, I want the ball gone. Just get it away from me. Just get it away from me. We've had 22 shots, 11 on target. We have been clinical. The avocado, quite the clearance. Tischler is playing very deep. Carlsberg and Serrano combine to steal the ball. Chaldek put Gonzalez through, and the avocado just touches it over. We don't even get to see the corner. Gonzalez, again, doing quite the defensive work. Gonzalez, what is your tackling? 7. I would have said his tackling was a lot better than 7. But that's fine. Vitek to Salimi. Back to Vitek, who I think was playing the Pribram we signed him from. So he was playing in the second division last year, and now he's playing in Champions League. It's Champions League qualifiers, but still Champions. Muller just pushes the young boys player over, just like, what do you do? Get away. Vitek with the header. I think it was Vitek with the header away. He is a fairly dominant player in the air. He is 6'4". Yeah, 6'4". He's quite a big lad. Quite a hefty, grown boy. Salimi was actually the best player on the pitch. That is somewhat unexpected, because he's not been amazing so far. So well done. And yeah, Fervar do knock out Bate Borisov 5-3, same scoreline as us. So in theory, that could be, it's a bruised knee. That could be something that maybe we repeat again. We did get £85,500 for playing in that round. Arsenal won the Champions League last year against Liverpool, I think. Salimi, man of the match, was delightful. You were outstanding, my friend. Bilek, the Czech boss, was there to watch. Bunch of Czech players. And we've a team meeting, or an interview thing to do. So I think the next episode, we have 4 very big games in the next 5. This is, I think we do the second leg of Fervar, or if you're more familiar with their older name, Videoton, and Sparta Prague. So that'll be the next episode. Fervar, Sparta Prague. Hopefully we can continue this good form that we're in. 6 goals in our opening game, and beating Young Boys, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, actually lost to a Czech side last season. No, not even a little bit. They had a friendly against Sparta Prague. It's not the same. Okay, yeah. I want to check actually. Celtic. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just click on their name? Yeah, Patrick Catrona and Gelhardt. Celtic have a Shola Shorthair. What? Patrick Catrona, how did you end up at Celtic? You ended up at Celtic a long time ago. My God. Who's he wanted by? Dino Moscow and Genk. Jeez. How the mighty have fallen, huh? Right, so they've got Lincoln as well. Is that the... No, it's a left midfielder Lincoln. No, it's a different Lincoln. Okay, never mind. So if you have enjoyed those 2 games against Young Boys, do of course make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below how you think we're going to do against Fervar in the next set of games, and how good do you think we've been so far? I think we've been exceptional. So thank you for watching, fellas. As I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and see you in the next one.